someone was recorded, someone of this body was recorded using the R word. And no one was recorded saying, hey, we don't talk that way here. No minority would accept this. No minority. It's a regrettable mistake, but I admit, before my daughter was born with Down syndrome, I didn't really get disability either. Fortunately for you, you don't have to wait to be touched by disability in a personal way. There are many, many agencies in this area that support people with disabilities. There are many, many very articulate speakers with disabilities who you've heard today, who can tell you how, who can educate you on disability issues and sensitivity. You're also able to step forward with this new knowledge and support those agencies and those people personally and through legislation. You can get to know the disability community. They have a lot to offer. In closing, I would like to quote Eunice Kennedy Shriver. She founded Special Olympics and she died today. These are her words about disability. You are the stars and the world is watching you. By your presence, you send a message to every village, every city, every nation. A message of hope, a message of victory. The right to play on any playing field, you have earned it. The right to study in any school, you have earned it. The right to hold a job, you have earned it. The right to be anyone's neighbor, emphasis hers, you have earned it. These are the kind of words, as the mom of a child with Down syndrome, that I want to hear from my legislature about disability. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris Saputo, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm the president of CSEA's Monroe County Employees. This evening I have come before you to address the new whistleblower hotline poster that is displayed in every county office building. How dare the Brooks administration hang these posters all over the county, giving our community the impression that a county employee would be acting in an unethical or illegal manner. It's about time the leadership woke up and realized that this county does not operate without its employees. I am here to remind you, the 1,900 plus members that we represent are voters, taxpayers, and dedicated workers. We are not the management professional that was causing all the problems in the last few months. We are the folks that take care of the public at the DMV, at the county clerk, probation, WIC, TV clinic, DOT, airport, MCH, parks, and Pure Waters, just to name a few. We, the loyal Monroe County employees, are not the scapegoats for the wrongdoings of this administration. We will not sit back quietly and allow this administration to elude this community into thinking that the county employees are the problem. Please be on notice that we will not become the pawns in this shell game that is being played in this county. Now is the time for the administration to step up to the plate and begin to appreciate their employees and see the good in each of them. Instead of encouraging the public to suspect that county employees are acting unethical and illegal, it's time to value what you have, because you never know what tomorrow might bring. And as always, Monroe County works because we do. Thank you.
Thank you. Belso, and I am part of SANES, which is South Tennessee Association in New York State. I'm here because I am talking about the R word. Well, I've been called that several times when I was a kid, and I absolutely hate it. And to the point when I heard about this, I just didn't like it. I've been called it several times, and whoever said it, you know, I would like it to be stopped. And, you know, please stop, and whoever did it, please stop.
Thank you.
Is there a Kevin Figler or Tigler? Okay, Gregory Burrell, Bruce Darling, and Shelley Perrin. Gregory Burrell, Bruce Darling, and Shelley Perrin, you can all come forward.
Hi, my name is Gregory Burrell, and I am a coach and co-chair of the Scottsville Athletic Association Soccer. I live in the village of Scottsville in the town of Wheatland. I am here to address the issue of the soccer fields being constructed in the Monroe County Watson Park. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Monroe County Parks Department for all the work in the construction of these fields. And the area in which these fields are being constructed is approximately 4 acres out of 461 total acres, which is only 0.09% of the park. These fields will bring needed traffic and people through a Main Street area that has seen business closed and vacant storefronts as the norm, not the exception. To the people that say there is no need for more fields and there is plenty of room at the schools, I don't think any of them have children in the soccer program and do not know the needs for practice areas and regulation-sized fields for games. The Wheatland Child High School District, I would like to say, has always supported us and helped us with our fields. But with the rotation of fields to help preserve them for school sports, some years there's just not enough grass to play on. I know there's a lot of opposition to this project from a small faction of people, mainly those who live in and around the park. But they must remember it is a county park and not owned by them or the town of Wheatland. And I would just like to say thank you for the continued support of the Monroe County Parks and this Monroe County Legislature. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Bruce Darling. I'm the Executive Director of the Center for Disability Rights. And in the mid-'80s, I was welcomed into Rochester's disability community. And I found it to be quite the home for myself. Growing up, I knew I always thought differently than other people. But it wasn't until after I had been working in the field doing accessibility work, measuring things like toilets and sinks to see that they could accommodate users of wheelchairs, that I found out that I was driving actually along with a friend of mine. Her name is Susan. And I was taking a particularly complicated route through the city of Rochester to get from one place to another. And she casually said, "Do you route travel?" I said, Susan's laughing, I said, "I don't know what that is." She said, "It's what persons with cognitive disabilities do. They travel the same, they learn a specific route and they take that same route all the time." And I said, "Yeah, that's exactly what I do." She said, "I could tell because there were like 8 ways we could have gotten there much simpler if you just made a couple of turns." I have a great affinity for people who have cognitive disabilities because as it turns out, over time, I have figured out that what I thought were just quirks in my brain growing up actually do relate to one another. I have difficulty processing spatial relations, which is great if you're an accessibility specialist. As long as I can actually see the 3-dimensional space, I'm good. Take me out of it, it's a problem. I have problems recognizing people by face, and I have issues with time. So I route travel. So when people use the R word and insult persons with developmental disabilities, I take personal offense at that as well. Not only because